Welcome to Nobody's Off Limits, where women are seen and heard. It's your girl Lala E, and on this podcast, we discuss relationships, dating, and day-to-day life issues. I would like to welcome a very special guest. She is a creative director for upcoming artists. Her company is named J Collective. Let's give a round of applause for Tabitha Berkeley.
Yay!
Hi, how
Hello.
are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad that you're here. I'm super excited. Like working with, it's so many artists in our city that it's so overlooked.
Right.
And I can't stand it.
Me too. And then I'm tired of my friends saying oh, we don't have nowhere to perform. Oh, we don't have these opportunities. Oh, we don't. Okay, so I'm going to create some for you. Exactly. And then you can't say nothing now.
Yeah,
you got to do it.
You know what's crazy? My boyfriend always be like, I listen to upcoming artists instead of mainstream artists. Like before I listen to Nicki Minaj, I might listen to another low ball,
hold on now. You can't do Nicki like that.
I love Nicki with everything in me, but it's just her music. Even Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion. I just feel like it's so
okay. Megan Thee Stallion, I could get. I put somebody over her, but Nicki.
No, she's most. Don't get me wrong. I don't want none of them. The little Barbs to be my.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I love
the Barbs. Barbs love honesty, and that's all. And same thing as the Beehive. We love honesty too.
Oh, let's not even get into Mrs. Beyonce.
Because I'm still feeling nostalgia from the
You
concert.
Went to the concert?
Yes. It was amazing.
I wanted to go.
Yes. I know. Them tickets was crazy, but her vocals and everything and how she just...
They said she was floating across the sky and stuff. So
oh my God. Well, I left at that point.
Oh, for real? They said it was long too. No cap. They said it was long.
Yes.
We cut that part out.
Okay.
They said it was long as hell. That's what they said.
It was long. It was hot.
That's why I don't got time for it.
And then they didn't open the doors till 5. I want to say 5 or 6. Because we got there early and we were wanting to go inside, chill in the stadium, drink, and have eat the food. The food was bomb.
I bet.
I could say the workers, they were flustered because there was so many people coming to eat.
I probably would have pulled out every string of hair that I had.
Yeah, but the food though, I could tell one thing: nobody was mad at that concert because they ate that food and we was happy and we was ready to even just go to the next level.
That's wild, but I'm glad that you had a good time. I wanted to go.
Yes, I did.
Couldn't.
Listen, I told myself, I said this year I'm going to go to a lot of concerts.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? I've been to so many. I think it's not really that big of a deal for me because I've been to J. Cole, Chris Brown, Drake, Future, Mary J. Blige.
Oh, so you went to
yeah.
So I feel that.
I mean, my list is long.
Yeah, I feel that. I didn't go to a lot of concerts because I was just focused on being a mother, and I felt selfish too. I felt selfish me having fun and she not having fun. So I was like, okay, I don't want to do nothing. And that's, I feel like it's so, for Black moms, it's so hard for us. Yes.
Because we have to always be, their needs are always first.
Exactly.
But come on. We really need to take some time.
It's a mental thing. You got to break away.
Self-care.
Yes.
Self-care. So start going to concerts, girl. Because my mom, she didn't go to concerts before me. And now she go to a million concerts.
Yes.
But my favorite one, I would not say. And people probably going to be like, wow, this is your favorite one. Yes, Maroon 5. It was my favorite one. Baby,
I would. That's a good band.
They were phenomenal.
That's a good band because Maroon 5, the harmonies and how he presents himself.
It is so
good.
And,
like sexy, all the tattoos. Come on.
Caucasian man.
Yes.
Most definitely is on my list.
Adam Levine.
If you looking.
Adam. I'm just I just know he has tattoos.
Yes, he has a lot of tattoos. Yeah. That's much.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Not necessarily
I think I want a couple more. I want a butterfly that's blue coming up my hand. Okay. I do want that.
Okay.
But let's get this podcast started, you guys.
All right. Because we can talk about anything.
Yes. So let's begin with your childhood. So where did you grow up?
I grew up in West Palm Beach, Florida, 43rd Street. to be exact.
Our
So
girl
next to
from West
45th Street. Right across from St. Mary's Hospital, if you want to say.
Beach goers.
So, did you remember that Psycho House? Like, there was like a crazy house that was built. Like,
yes, I do remember it. Okay. I was just talking to my mom about also the swap shop they used to have.
Yes,
that was on Blue Heron. I'm just like, look, it's a big old building now.
And go in there.
Oh my god. So let's go to the next one. How was your childhood like growing up? Like, I know that for me, my childhood was a lot. You know, it was a lot. But right. I love my mom, you know?
Right.
It's just I had like a lot of issues with like my father and stuff.
Right.
But so like how was your childhood growing up?
It was good at first until like I started realizing myself and what I like and what I needed, and it didn't compare to what they like and what they needed. So that's when the riffraff started. You know what I'm saying? Like me liking girls, me liking art, me, you know, being out there and just being different from everybody else. They didn't like that because they wanted me to stick to a certain regimen. You know what I'm saying? Like going to church, like getting A's in academic classes and things like that.
And you're also telling me you were Jamaican.
Yes,
as well.
I'm Jamaican.
So I do know that a lot of Jamaicans.
Yeah, you got to be a doctor, lawyer.
Yes, their culture is very
and it's fine, but
strict.
not. But I have seen change in the Jamaican culture, like in the community of them accepting arts. You know what I'm saying, with music, because my dad, he did definitely like sign us up for piano classes, make sure he was taking us to piano, making sure we were in a choir, making sure, like, you know, he made sure we were active. And that's what I'm grateful for. But when it came down to who I am as a person inside, it was like it didn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I'm so sorry. It sucks.
It's okay. It's okay because
but it made you stronger.
It did.
Made you stronger.
It did. And it made me realize that we're not robots. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're human beings. Exactly. Everybody has their differences and opinions. And once you can balance those with that person, life is good. Yeah. You're still going to have your hiccups. You're still going to have your flaws and things. But at the end of the day, I love my dad. I love my mom. And they're like the best thing that happened to me. I wouldn't be who I am without them.
I say the same thing.
Exactly.
Like, even though, like I say, my mom, she raised me, even though my dad wasn't there. I mean, I kind of am grateful because it's like, I wouldn't be as strong as I am if I feel like my dad was there.
Right.
Because he did spoil my other sister. So it's like, for me,
Wait. It was like a...
No, my mom didn't have these kids. This is with another.
Okay.
Yeah, so separate kids.
Yes.
So my mom just had me. So I feel like my mom put so much installment on me to be strong. Right. And me, the oldest. I'm also the oldest out of the kids. So, like, I'm
the second oldest. Yeah. But, like, not by a lot, though.
Then you're the oldest.
She's like, what? My sister is like, what? 2 weeks older than me? I want to say 2 or 3 weeks older.
It don't count.
We the same age.
Y'all the same age. It don't count. I need some years if you're gonna be the oldest.
Exactly.
So, who would you think was your largest impact in your life, like growing up? Who made the largest impact?
I can't just do one person.
You can do it. Listen,
I can do a list.
In the top 5.
It's top 5.
Yes.
Okay, top 5. So number 1, I have to say, Miss Donna Myers. Okay. She was a dance teacher at my church and Redemptive Life Fellowship. I don't know if it was right across from.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes,
Redemptive. So, she was just like the best dance teacher ever.
So like, did she teach all dance? Or
she did. She did ballet, modern, hip hop, African. Like she was just well rounded. But it was just at this small little private school. You like had one of the best dance teachers at this one little private school.
That's always the best.
Exactly.
No cap.
So she's definitely in my number 1 because she taught me how to be a woman, definitely be a girl. I would say not a woman, a girl, and like love dance and love art at the same time. Like you can find a career in this.
That's so cool. Exactly. Because like it's other young little girls that's gonna look at this and they're going to, this is inspiring to them, especially ones who are having issues telling their parents about them being part of the LGBTQ
exactly community. Like so, you want to dance, you want art, you want to be creativity,
like, okay. And I love that because it need to be more people like that.
Exactly,
it need to be more people to stand up for our young girls because, like, come on, let's just be honest. it's a lot of them growing up like this. Yeah. It really is. And then their parents will sit here and try to like stop them from being who they are.
Right. And at the end of the day, though, you have to let them figure it out.
Exactly.
Because they're saying these things, they're doing these things, but at the end of the day, you don't know what they're going to be doing 4 or 5 years from now. So it's just the support. You have to support your child in everything that they do. Yeah. They're growing, they're learning.
No matter what.
Like one person, like one of my coworkers, he said, as a human, we're here to experience. And I'm going to let my daughter experience everything. Yes. And not be mad at it. Like, even if it's negative, I'm be like, hey.
Even if.
Hey, bring it back.
Like, I see someone say, it's okay. I see someone say to Cardi B, they was like, if your daughter grows up and knows that you were a stripper, what would you? Oh no! If your daughter grows up and be like, "Mommy, I want to be a stripper," right? What would you do? She was like, "I would support her, but I would tell her that if you want to be a stripper, right, I'm not gonna be paying for anything. You have to make everything yourself,
basically, because I don't want you to do this."
She had to go through the same thing. I'm gonna put her ass out. Exactly. You want to be a stripper? You get your ass out. But I feel like now they need to really think about it. It's Cardi B. That lady's never gonna go broke. Okay.
And she has kids and things like that. Exactly. But at the same time, though, it's like that generation, like, I don't know, I want to say, what, the 60s and the 70s, the 80s, they didn't, like, everything was so hard.
Yes. Yes.
It was like, throw you out. I don't love you. This is it. This is that. And it's like, me as a mother, I'm like, I don't want to say that to my child ever. Like, I love her. Like, even when I get mad at her. And even when I get, like, frustrated with her, I'm like, no, you're so cute. Like, give me a hug.
Don't do it too much, though. Because then they turn into them little 8th graders I be teaching.
Them spoiled.
Delinquents, child. Delinquents. Hold up, you guys. Let me just give a special thanks to my guests for bringing me this wine, baby. Okay?
Thank you.
So, Mrs. Barefoot.
Yes, Mrs. Barefoot. I was going to get Stella or
and I love Stella.
Black Girl Magic.
I love Stella, but this is my second favorite, so.
It's okay. Barefoot.
Sponsorships, Mr. Barefoot. So let's go to the next one. Right. What is one of your favorite childhood memories?
I would say, okay, so this is a funny story. So I was living on 43rd Street. It was early in the morning. Me and my brothers was getting ready for school. And next thing you know, I see like these big trucks coming out of nowhere. And they were just like, and then like these people with guns wearing all black from the house across the street from us.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, it was a bus. Ma, something going on. She was like, get ready. Like she didn't want us, she didn't want us to look at it. But I'm like, this is like entertainment for me. We got like police cars, a whole bunch of stuff about to go down. So basically, they busted open the door. Threw a little smoke grenade or whatever, boom. And I was like, Ma, the SWAT team is next door. And she just got so upset at me. And was like literally yelling at me, get ready for school, get ready. Like, she didn't care about none of it.
And then, about get ready for school.
Right, and then everything was done. They arrested the man, everything was good. Everybody went away. She was like, all right, let's go.
See, it
was just a nonchalant.
Listen, y'all, you know I talked about it before my podcast. That's that child therapy, bro.
Yes.
Because what?
Like, Mama, I was sitting there like this. Like, this is a whole movie for me. And I'm like, Mom, come on. Like, watch it with me. And she like, no. Get ready for school. Mind your business.
No, see, that is childhood trauma. Because now I'm going to remember this for the rest of my damn life.
Exactly. And I remember it clearly.
That's scary. Clearly. And you know what? My mama... We was staying downtown. My mama, I think it was a shootout. Mm-hmm. They robbed our house and they was shooting, but it wasn't towards us. It was towards the house near us. Okay. But anyway, someone was like, get down. I remember it to this day. And afterwards, we was just calm. Like, this lady was just shooting down the street.
Exactly. Just living our lives.
I'm like, Mama.
Just living our lives.
I'm scared.
Listen, there was like a gunshot outside my house. And when I looked outside, there was like someone holding their butt and was laying on the ground. And I was like, no, he did not just get shot in the butt. And I went to my dad. I was like, Dad, this guy just got shot in the butt. And he's like, go to your bed.
Like, what? Oh, my God.
Go to your bed? Really? So you're just not gonna help me here?
No, I don't want to go.
I have so many stories on 43rd Street.
Oh my god!
Like the crackheads that used to walk. Like there was one man, he used to walk naked every morning at 6 o'clock, and my mom would get mad every time when we would like try to look in the window. At 6 o'clock, she'd be right there. So lay down.
It was just slanging everywhere.
Everything, because he kept coming out the crazy house. Because remember, the crazy house was right there.
Yeah,
my house was literally it was a house and then another house.
So he just walking around ass naked.
Yeah.
So
and
was it tiny or was it small? That's what I
don't even remember. I remember him just being white and he just like.
Oh, he was white. Oh, it was probably.
Yeah, probably small. probably small. I was just like, why is white man outside walking naked?
No, I would have been scared. So next one, what is a funny story your family will tell about you that you would like to share?
I don't know. They got to tell you that. I don't know.
We gotta have to bring one of them up
here. We have different. My brothers, they definitely have a bunch of stories for me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about it. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the last one for this segment. This part. If you could go back to your 18-year-old self, what would you tell yourself right now?
Be yourself.
Be yourself. And so, like, how would you, if you would go back to yourself and be like, you know what, self, be yourself, and yourself be like, well, what does that mean, be yourself? How would you explain that to them? Like,
everything that you feel from your heart and your soul and your mind, trust in it. Trust in not be yourself, trust in yourself.
Trust in yourself. I love that.
Because I would deny myself so many times. Yeah. And I denied myself to the point to where I couldn't, like, I didn't even know who I was.
Oh my God. And you know what? I wish I could go back and tell myself a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I wish I could go back and tell myself a lot of people I ain't date.
Yeah.
Because, baby.
Hello.
They just took me
through. Like, drug me in the ground. You know how, like, when the mop is wiping on the beach when they do that thing? Like, that's for me. Real, I'm the mop.
Almost in jail for some of them.
Exactly.
These niggas are
crazy.
And you know what? It's
crazy.
It's not even just niggas.
It's the ladies, too. It's the women, too.
Crazy, too.
The woman is crazy, too. Everybody crazy. And that's the thing. I feel like all of us are a little slow.
Yes. And I think it's from my parents. This stuff. They did the stuff. Like, no cap, I just got in an argument yesterday in my house. And when I tell you I turned into Godzilla girl, I was like,
what?
Literally
Wait, what was the argument about? What was the argument?
My cousin, he always talking, bro. What he's talking about?
What he said?
He told me to stay off his penis.
Oh my God.
But I hate that shit, bro.
Right, because why are we on the penis in the first place?
First of all, what I said and what was the reason I said it, I can't say it. But I'll tell you off camera, them mother freakers need to do better. Yeah. Period. Okay? And I love him.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
He is my favorite little cousin.
But watch what you say.
But watch what the fuck you say.
No, watch what the fuck you say and watch how you say it.
Exactly. Because
it's how you say that gets
I'm already mad. So now I'm about to... Girl, I was losing it. When I tell you I was climbing through the window... I made a mistake and hit my mama in the face.
Oh,
it was just, God. It was a lot. And I'd be like, you know what?
But you were angry. Why did they move? I'm sorry. If you see me angry, if I'm at 100, do not get in my bubble. Do not get in my space.
But, you know, my family ain't finna let us fight because we cousins, but we're basically like brothers and sisters because we grew up with each other.
A brother and sister
but
fight
move,
too.
So I can fight
I fought my brother many a time.
I did too, but they don't want us to fight now because I think now we kind of go overboard. Like, we grabbing weapons.
Yeah. Y'all doing... I'm old-fashioned. Hands. Hands.
No, when I say weapons, I mean like pots, pans. I grabbed the rake.
No, you gotta grab a hanger.
Yeah.
The hanger is gonna hurt the worst.
I grabbed the rake and I was trying to hit him with it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we had a rake sitting
right outside. Was he
tall
though? No. Okay.
He not. He like my height.
If they shorter than you, you gotta grab something that's smaller. If they taller than you,
that's when he's strong. So I gotta take them up from now.
Oh yeah. Strong people are.
His little punches hurt.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay. So you told me that you grew up in church. How did your family feel after you like came out?
They still haven't really talked to me about how they feel.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of more like a like I said, they're very private about their feelings and things like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Talking to the mic.
Yeah. Oh. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. Sorry.
It's okay.
Maybe I should move it.
Yeah.
Over here.
That's better.
Yeah, maybe I should do what I want to do. But, yeah, they really haven't said anything. I mean.
So they just like over, you know what? My cousin came out a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. And it was so, when I tell you it was so hard for my auntie to accept it. It was so hard for her to accept it. Wow. She did not talk to him, but it took a lot of prayer. It took a lot of understanding, because at the end of the day.
But why does it take so much for somebody to tell you
I
what's
don't
really
know.
And that's what see.
I just don't know.
That's my thing. My thing is, for example, as people, we wait for a problem. Mm-hmm. We wait for a problem to happen to have a solution, mm-hmm. or to go after that problem. Yeah. When the problem has been staring us in the face for.
I think what was the switch for her was when he tried to commit suicide. Because I tried it too, which I talked about on my podcast. Right. But he tried to commit suicide, and that what made her switch. But I did ask her the question. I was like, what made you feel that way towards him? Because like now, mm-hmm. she loved him. That's like, yeah. And his boyfriend.
But why is so much hate? For it's somebody
she grew up the way she grew up. She said it's the way I grew up.
But you know what's right and wrong. Exactly. And that's when we go back to that subject. Exactly. You know what's right.
But I don't really think our parents, they don't accept it like we do. Like, we can accept when we wrong and we can accept when we right. Yeah. I feel like once it hit that market of anybody that was born after the 80s, mm-hmm. they just always think they right.
I mean,
I don't know. I feel like when
I don't think it's that they think they're right. I think it's the pride. Mm-hmm. I think it's the pride.
That's the better word, pride, yes.
They can't, like, basically put that pride away or, like, soften mm-hmm. it a little bit. It's the soft, like I said, it's hard. Yeah. You're very hard about everything. But it's like, yeah, I don't know.
So how did your father feel after you came out? Like, because I know your father's a pastor. Yeah. You told me. How do you feel about that?
I would say that he loves me, mm-hmm. and he loves everything that I do. Mm-hmm. So, I feel like for him to be comfortable with it, he has to basically just support me. Yeah. And support and show love.
To you just because you're his daughter. Basically. But he doesn't accept it.
I mean, it's not that he doesn't accept it, it's that he has a religion that he abides by. Yeah. And his religion basically says that being gay
is a sin.
But
people also need to understand.
Sorry. No, you're good.
People also need to understand that just because someone is gay, mm-hmm. at the end of the day, we all have to go to God on our own.
Right. It's all about love, and you're loving your
First of all, the Bible, I love God, and I go to church faithfully every Sunday. I listen to my pastor. Right. I talk to him when I'm going through something. I talk to God all the time. But the Bible is written by a man. Like, we don't know if God really said that. At the end of the day, God loves all his children.
I just care about, this is my thing with religion. I care about whatever you believe, as long as it's showing positive, mm-hmm. if like the pros are amazing for you and you believe that and you're making it in life, you're doing what you want to do, you're happy, then stick with that faith. Yeah. It's the people that don't believe in anything for me. I can't trust you for that.
You hear me?
If you don't
the
believe
people
in
that
anything,
say they believe in
I don't care if you universe. Just believe in yourself. I don't even know what religion that is called. If you believe in yourself. Like, I'll be fine with that. Like, you believe in yourself, cool. But with me, like, I love God, and God has always been there for me through everything.
And I love that.
And it's kind of contradicting, mm-hmm. because I am gay and I do love God, but it's just like,
and people don't realize
you're a cheater. You love God. You're a liar. You love God. So it's like, what can you call that? Why are we labeling whatever we feel as a human being? Like, I love God. I pray. That's my comfort.
People need to understand that it's 2023 as well, and there's a lot of people who are gay and that are Christians.
Exactly.
And that are saved.
Exactly.
That goes to church.
Exactly.
Like, it's not how it was back in the 1865s, my guy. Like, yeah.
We gotta move up in this world.
We're not wearing, I was just telling my boyfriend, like, we don't wear stockings to church no more.
I used to wear, as a Jamaican, like, one thing my mom would always do is putting me in dresses, skirts. I would pee in every one of them. I'm like, that wasn't a sign I was gay? That I'm peeing in every dress and skirt that you have? Come on now.
No, but for real. Like, 2 + 2 ain't equal more. Like,
the math is not math.
The math is not math.
Come on now.
How did your dad, like, your dad was a pastor of a church?
Yeah. Well, like I said, we grew up in, I grew up in Redemptive. Mm-hmm. So it was a church by Bishop Ray, I don't know, Harold Ray, and then Pastor Brenda Ray. So they were like the head of that church. And then my dad, basically, he started out, I don't remember what he was doing. To be honest, it was just there. Yeah. Like, it was like, that's where my life started, to be honest.
So did the church, like, shoo you away when they found out you were gay?
I mean, I was still undercover until middle school.
Oh, okay.
No. I was still undercover to college. If you really want to say, like, I didn't care about nothing of anybody, like, nothing, I would say college. But I did have some slip-ups here and there that I was scared for them to find out. Or, like, I definitely, like, I had, in middle school, I met this amazing girl. And, like, seriously, like, she made me feel everything, like, was okay to be who I am. And I hurt her so bad because I was so scared of people finding out. And they did. Like, in middle school, one of my friends came up to me and was like, hey, are you dating so-and-so? And I almost shit myself. And I was like, we're breaking up. That's it.
Wow. Yeah. Because you were scared.
Because I was scared. I was scared. I was scared of how people viewed me. I was scared of...
That's a lot of times.
But I did have those like, friends who were by my side. You know, they did know. I was comfortable telling them, like, I trusted in them. So, you know, it was a lot. It was stressful. It was like, I didn't care what other people say, but at the same time, I was scared.
So how do your daughter, I'm trying to figure out how I want to put the words. How do your daughter feel? Like, how do you raise your daughter as in, like, I mean, with that, like, do you raise her with an open mind, or do you raise her as in, like, you know what, you a child and you can figure out that when you get older?
No, she knows. She knows she has 2 mommies. She has 2 mommies and a dad.
Okay.
So she knows she knows who is who, things like that.
And I love that. I love that you're open with her.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 7. She just turned 7. She's a Leo too. But she's like one of the July cancers.
Okay.
With the Leo. So she's like
emotional
wild
too.
Just wild.
But that's good because a lot of times people, I know I had a friend who is gay, and he has a son. They adopted him, but he knows that he has 2 dads, but he really doesn't understand it. Right. So they kind of are more so, we don't want to tell him until he asks, or we don't want to tell him until he gets older.
Yeah,
and it's
I don't think my daughter's gonna be gay though, because she kisses Hercules on the TV all the time.
Oh, okay.
Like, she kisses Hercules. Like, Pedro, I don't even know who Pedro is. Like, it's all boys' names. She love boys. She be getting all giddy and stuff like that. But that's just right now. Like, I don't know who, but right now, like, with me, she just knows it's mommy and mommy. Yeah. Like, this is, like, my life. Like, that's it. But definitely when we get older, we are going to have a talk about, you know, what really is going on. Because she is going to get some feedback from the world, like, oh, you got 2 mommies. Yeah. Like,
and you are new. Before we even finish that, she's newly engaged. Yes. You guys. Yes. Okay. So let's give her a round of applause for that.
About time.
That, yes. Yes. We get old. It's time for us to be settling down. I seen it on, like, your Facebook. I was like, this is so beautiful. Yes. I love it. I love.
So basically, like, oh my God.
Just tell me a little bit about you guys. Like, how did you guys meet? And, like, how long have you guys been together?
Okay, so we've been together for 6 years.
Oh, wow. Y'all been together for a minute.
A long time. Yeah. So, basically, I was doing this, I would say documentary, but it was like little episodes of dancers in Palm Beach. So I met with, the dancers I already had.
And your wife's a dancer, right?
Yes, she is. So.
Yeah. Well, she's an amazing dancer. I seen her dance. I was like, okay.
She does like sexual, sensual.
You gotta come on, tea on the table.
Find Joe in a sexy, but yeah. So she so I was doing the little documentaries of the episodes of the dancers, and one of the dancers, she was friends with him, but like they're like brother and sister. Like you know, that's my brother, that's my sister.
Yeah.
And yeah, I saw her. I was like, ooh, and it was on Instagram. Like she commented on Instagram. I was like, oh, who's this? And then I looked at her and I looked at her dance videos, and I was like,
yeah,
okay, I'm feeling you a little bit.
I'm gonna add her name at the bottom of the screen, you guys, when I put it. That girl could dance.
She's definitely gonna have a different story of this. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So if she ever comes on here,
we're gonna have to have her. Yes. I'm gonna have to have both of y'all come on. Probably that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have both of y'all come on for like a relationship one.
Listen, we are the yin yang twins, like the opposite.
I love
of
it.
The opposite.
No, it's cool because you know what? People really don't realize like. Sometimes being different in a relationship.
Yes, it works.
It works.
Because it makes me think a different way than what I usually think about.
Because I'm not going to lie, me and my boyfriend, he is very kumbaya, calm, cool, and collected. And I'm very like,
I'm ready to go. What's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, she's a Capricorn.
He's a Capricorn too. But he's like.
The boys are a lot calmer. Yeah. Because they know the girls are.
Yeah. And that's why he like, but yeah, he's like.
My brother's a Capricorn, and then Kara's a Capricorn, and I'm a Leo.
Oh, girl, I don't even know how that's working. Yes. When I say complete, totally opposite, y'all really gotta be complete, totally opposite. All I can say is
when you find that one, you already know.
But I feel like you are not like a Leo that I have met, and I think it's because you're a girl.
Oh my God, that's what everybody says.
Because I dated a Leo, and girl, when I tell you that boy almost made me catch a.
I can't lie.
Put him in a body bag.
From the Leo community, I can't lie. Leo boys are the
dicks.
Worst.
You're dicks. Worst. And I don't care what nobody got to say.
But it's because they don't have that feminine mind of like we think about others. We don't just like it's like we're not just vague and just going through the world.
And I'm not gonna lie. I also think it's because you are gay. And, well, I feel like because you are,
I have a masculine and feminine.
It's like you can mix it up.
So I told myself, I was like, I think I'm androgynous because that's what androgynous is being feminine and being masculine at the same time. Because I get mixed up with a lot of white people. White people come to me, they be like, oh, thank you, sir. Or, you know, like they think I'm a whole man. Yeah. And I'm like, don't you see these titties? Like,
I don't see why.
But then again, it's like, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. So, like, I just had this, I looked it up. I was like, if you're feminine and masculine at the same time, what is that? And they were like, you're androgynous.
Oh, I love that. Well, as soon as I, like, seen your energy, I was like, I have a thing, like, I could pick up off people's energies. And I'm like, her energy is so good. And then when you told me you was a Leo, I was like, oh, okay. Well, you a girl Leo. Because I get along with girl Leos. It's the guys.
Yes.
Because that last one, baby, I told myself if I see another Leo, even though I'm in a whole relationship, if I see another one, I'm running for the stars.
And to be honest, I think we're very attractive, but at the same time,
because we're
very unattractive.
He was attractive.
We're very unattractive too.
And that's like, what I'm saying, because it's like, you look like J. Cole.
But it's all about...
But you a dick.
Handling your fire. Because we have so much... We get so... passionate about things, like even if it's for us or for you, whatever the case may be, we need to know how to handle that fire.
Yeah, and he did it. He did it. His handling fire was cussing and screaming and yelling. And my handling fire, because I'm a Capricorn, is cussing and screaming and yelling. Exactly. So it's like we just.
Yep, that was me and Kyra for like 3 years. Me and Kyra was like, and I was like, oh, she matched my energy. Like, yeah. But I love that. I love that somebody that can match my energy and tell me what I need to hear without.
Yeah, well, I couldn't do it no more, girl. I had to kick that ass.
Yeah. We definitely got out of like a calm state, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
but I think it's because you guys are older.
I think that's what's funny. Now we say we like, okay, we're gonna say it calm.
But y'all been together for so long. I feel like at this point, what the fuck?
I think
might
as well. Somebody told me if you get past the 5th year, you're good.
I'm not gonna lie. I know we talking about like you.
No, it's okay.
Like even my relationship, girl. We get into a year in October, and it's rocky right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I love him so much.
Rocky.
So rocket. You hear me? So rocket.
So rocket. And that's fine.
It's getting rocky.
Sometimes you need to get to that point to realize if you really do love that person.
Yeah.
Because if you put hands or any type of, even if you put hands in that person,
we don't get that. No, we don't never get like that.
Okay.
It's me. I'm more rowdy. He's more calm. But he's such a dick at the same time. Yeah. But he's like nonchalant dick. Like he low key being a dick, but he trying to make it seem like he's not being a dick. But he is a dick. You know what I mean? But he's such a sweet person. He has such a genuine heart. And I genuinely do love him. But it's getting rocky. Yeah. Baby, it's rocky.
No, because you want something. You want to show some emotion.
And I think it's also because we're getting closer to God. So it's a lot of things we have cut off. Right. That we was doing. First, we're celibate because we're not married. Right. And then on top of that...
Wait, you celibate?
I am celibate. Yes.
For how long?
It's been a month.
Girl!
It's been a month. Well, okay. Let me rephrase it. It's been longer than a month, but we had like our one day.
I'm thinking you about to say like 5.
No, girl, it ain't been that long. It ain't been that long. We just got together in October, and mind you, we just started being like. But you know what?
A month.
I'm gonna say it's been longer than a month because we was doing like one day out the week, right?
I'm sorry.
So listen, for real.
Oh my god. That's hilarious.
No cap for real. We was doing Saturdays. Like our Saturdays was our day, right? Mm-hmm. For like, I'm gonna say since March. We've been doing it since Saturdays will be just like the day that we would just, do our little thing.
Right.
So from March, April. I wanna say like the end of April.
Okay.
That's when we completely stopped.
Okay.
So it was like we'll have little slip ups.
Is it more like building a mental connection and a spiritual connection with each other because the physical was overpowering?
I think so.
Because Capricorns are very sexual.
Girl, we was going at it like bunnies.
Yes.
Too much. It was too much.
Me being a Leo, we're very mental. Yeah. Like you have to stimulate us mentally. Mm-hmm. And with Capricorns, it's like you gotta physically get them started.
It was very much physical.
That was the problem between me and Kyra, because I'm like, listen, like we gotta sex every day, but if it doesn't mean something, if it doesn't have any meaning, like making love, like I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like I'm gonna say a month, but because we've had slip-ups, but I want to say like a full strong month will be a month. Yeah, because we did have our little slip-ups, but it wasn't that bad.
You feel like the sexual was the number one thing that was keeping y'all together?
I don't think that was, because we have perfect chemistry. We was best friends before we even got together.
Wow.
So we been best friends.
And that's the great thing about it, because you have to be friends first.
Yeah, he was my best friend. Like anything, I had a problem, I need to talk to somebody, he was spending night in my house. My family loved him. So he was already my best friend, but he moved to Port St. Lucie. Mm-hmm. And me and him just was doing our own little thing. So October, he moved back down here. That's when we September he moved back down here. October is when he was like, okay, I want you to be mine, because like you've been around so long. Yeah. So yeah, we got history, but I wouldn't say like the sex was the main thing, because our chemistry was so good, but it was a big part. Right. And I don't know if it's because it has been a month and we took it away. Yeah. That girl, we argue a lot.
Because it's so much frustration.
And it's like now we don't smoke no more. Mm-hmm. I'm drink wine, but Jesus made water in the wine. I don't drink alcohol.
You don't drink alcohol?
No, I do not.
What? Why?
Yeah. Because I just feel like Jesus just don't want it. And my pastor, and just listening to everybody in church. So I will occasionally drink.
Do what's right for you.
No, because I'm not gonna lie, because I don't want to lie to the world. I occasionally drink. Occasionally.
Oh no, you will always see. Well, I gotta not me. But you will always see a wine in my hand.
No,
wine or tequila.
See, me was this. Yes, that was me. Anytime, all the time, back to back. But now I thank God I've cut back, because my finances is better, because it's expensive.
Well, you just have to budget. It's all about budgeting, and that's the thing too. I wanted to talk about on here is that if you take 6 months, focus on you, just work, save. Put it towards whatever goals you want.
I actually just started doing. I've written down.
Take 6 months to take like a few goals or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that, because I did see it on TikTok.
I saw a big difference in my life from doing that.
I love it,
and it's all about time too, because the time that you put in towards this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about time. So if you know how to manage your time, and literally I managed my time in 6 months, and I put on a whole show. And I could have did that years ago.
No, but for
if I just put my mind to it and put like my heart to it. So
yeah. Okay, so you was telling me that you moved to New York to pursue dancing. How did you get into dancing?
Miss Donna Myers. Like at church. I started in the church. I was in the church dance team, Baroque drill team, and yeah, they just always killed it.
So you dancing. Know what kind of dancing do you do?
Everything. The only ones I didn't learn was ballroom, tap.
Tap seem hard. I ain't gonna cap. You gotta have some energy.
Tapping
for that,
is
boy.
hard. It is, but I want to learn it though, because it's just like the control of your feet and like just the music that you make.
Let me know when you learn it.
I want to right now. I'm signing up for ballroom.
Okay.
Because I want to find like a deeper connection with my fiance. So I feel like ballroom is all about love and just.
You guys should do like a little special dance at you guys' wedding.
So that's the reason why I want to start ballroom, because I wanted to make like music videos. I wanted to start directing music videos of me and her just loving and just dancing.
Okay, it's
like
giving
that.
very much TikTok couple. I love that.
I don't want to be. Actually, I want to be a YouTube couple.
Girl, do it. Fucking do it.
I want the streams and the millions on YouTube. Because TikTok is amazing. Don't get me wrong.
YouTube,
that's where the money at.
You hear me? That's where the money.
So that's what I really want to do. It's just like get into like YouTube and just start making videos. And now that I just found this dope videographer, his name is Ike, and he's like the dopest. Like everything he does is just clear. You see everything. So since I found him now, I'm like, let's do work. Let's do something. Let's do this. Let's do that. So
okay, I love that. I love that. So how was your experience moving to New York? Like first,
I was stupid. I only had, I would say, like $100 in my account.
What?
And I was just like, yep, I bought the cheapest ticket, a one-way cheap ticket. It was on Spirit. Went to New York.
So where were you staying?
I had a couple of things lined up. But the people that I was staying with, we kind of got into a lot of altercations. Because I feel that we had a lot of differences. And it was just like me learning and being there and me learning new things and things like that. And them having their own way and things like that. It was just a lot of clashing. So I had a lot of times where I had to sleep on the train.
Wow.
And it was during the winter too. I left during that was like my Christmas present to me. Stupid. So I just went in the winter time. Yeah, I was sleeping on the train. I was sleeping at parks. Wow. And then finally, another mentor, Joshua Sarah, he opened his door to me. And
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. And he took care of me because he has taught me drums. He plays the drums. He's also an MC. He's but his main thing, he's a poet.
Oh wow!
So he taught you how to use your words and make your words into a story.
And he lives in New York.
No, he's from Florida. He's from Florida, but he resides in New York. He goes back and forth.
Okay.
So but yeah, he definitely took me in, and I was sleeping on the floor, and we were just making it work. But he definitely helped me out.
So how was that experience for you, knowing that you went there and everything had happened with the people you were staying with? Did it make you shelter yourself a little bit more?
No, it made me hungry. It made me want more because the New York culture is very hustle. You got to hustle to get to where you get to, no matter what you're going through or whatever. And I took that from them, and brought it here in Florida, because Florida, we're very we get comfortable. We go at a slow pace. We do whatever we want to. New York is like, you can't go at this. Girl. You gotta. Let's go.
Sound like my auntie. She said the same thing. I ain't meant for that.
Yeah, let's go. You gotta do it right now. Right now, you gotta make money right now. Yeah. So, I definitely picked it up, and it definitely gave me I was disappointed in myself because I felt like I should have planned it better. But yeah, I
wanted to learn. I feel like
I wanted it. I wanted whatever, you know, was happening. I like went after it. If I had to get a job. And I had like I worked at like a Japanese restaurant, and then I worked at Shake Shack. That's when I got to know what Shake Shack was, you know. And
so did you meet friends and stuff up there that you still talk to today?
Yeah, actually, what's so funny is one of the girls that I met working at Shake Shack. She just messaged me, and you know, she was like, "Oh my gosh, like just looking at my life," and because you know, in New York, they're very untrustworthy. Like they don't really trust you until you show them.
You could,
like you do something. I don't know, like you know what I'm saying. With me, like with Florida, we try, like we give you a chance.
Yeah, for sure.
Until you show us.
Yeah.
With New York, it's like, no, you're gonna have to work hard for this friendship. So it's like, you know, and they knew I was from there because I was so friendly and open to everybody. So they were like, yeah, you're not from here.
Yeah. Because they mean as hell up there. That's what I heard.
Hello?
Yeah.
So it's just like them being like untrustworthy is like I had to work for the honesty and work. And when I told them like, yeah, I'm a dancer. Yeah, I do this. They were like,
yeah, that's a lot of dancers up here.
Until I came back down here and they saw me doing stuff and they were like, oh, shoot, you was telling the truth. Like, I'm glad. I'm happy for you. You know, I see you do your thing. But yeah, she reached out.
Well, that's good. You know, the support, at least them seeing that you, that I actually am. This is my craft. This is what I do. And I'm very passionate about it. You so passionate about it. You marrying a whole dancer.
And she came out of nowhere too. Like, I wasn't even looking for love. I was just like...
They creep up at the most weirdest times, bro. They creep up at the most weirdest times.
And for me to have a kid, too. Because you got to understand that, like, I was so scared to date because I had a kid now. And it's like, our chances of dating goes down the drain.
People think that, but... You only got one, bro.
But you know.
Yeah, you got
one.
Once
you say, I got a daughter, they be like, oh... No. Okay. And then they ghost you.
You try dealing with 4. I had 4 step kids at the time. At the time, my man don't got no kids now, but I had 4 step kids. That's a lot. I'll deal with your 1 before I deal with them 4. Right. Jesus. Yeah. That's a lot. So let's have some fun. Who is your favorite choreographer? Ooh. Celebrity wise. Don't say your wife.
Yeah.
Mine would be Chris Brown.
Like a choreographer?
Yeah.
His choreographer is actually blanking, but it's this guy. He actually choreographed for Justin Bieber.
Yes, his choreographer been with him for years, like since he was like young.
I would say right now my favorite choreographer is Tariq. Boom.
Oh baby, let me tell you something. Let's go into Tariq. Boom. Okay. I remember I performed at the fair years ago. And I was so heads over heels for... Listen, if you guys haven't heard of All or Nothing, it's a dance team down here. I was heads over heels for him. He was just... To me,
he's amazing.
He just fucking did so good.
He's amazing.
Like, once I see him skyrocket, and it's like, with him, people in the world, if you guys ever meet this man, just because of his fame, he does not change on who he is
at all. He's a Capricorn too.
I know. I still see him. Even when I see him out somewhere, he still will say hi to me, and it's like, bro, you really up there for real, for real.
But he doesn't care about that.
And I love that.
And that's one thing I learned about him, because he, you know, when you see a great dancer or a great choreographer and you go up and talk to them, you see how they react to you.
Especially when they like have grown up from the struggle like he did, because I know he went through a lot of stuff too. Yeah. And all the things he went through, from not being with All or Nothing to doing his own thing and venturing off and all the other stuff. And I be reading between the lines, because I know Dominique, I'm not gonna say names, but I know the person over it. Yeah. I kind of felt like he felt some type of way about him branching off.
No, I don't. Dom is a very chill guy.
I don't know, because I was peeping some stuff, and I was just
he's an Aries. Okay, so
I was just like,
Aries are very like chill and like want to be like, you're not gonna know until they tell you.
Okay, I get that. My grandma was an Aries.
So like he's a very like chill, quiet.
I most definitely know he's quiet.
Until you get him to start drinking.
I seen him like even when I had seen him in public, because he was also one of my favorite.
Yeah, Dom is amazing.
Well. Oh my god,
Dom is like
all the people he taught, like
firecracker.
Like all the people he taught, like they just, even with Tyreek.
But him as a dancer too, like Dom is like if you ever see Dom dance,
phenomenal.
And still at this age, still because he old as fuck now. Yeah, he's still at this age. He's still.
I loved out of the group. It was him, Tyreek. And what's the other person? Nico.
Nico. Okay.
Yeah.
Nico's amazing too.
Because I remember I really wasn't following them towards like when everybody else got in it. I started actually like looking at them when they were.
So you didn't even get to know AJ and rest his soul. I love you, AJ. AJ.
I do remember him though.
Yes, definitely like the hype of the party.
He most definitely danced himself off too.
Ever.
Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I used to be
Aqua too. Aqua. Yes. Oh my god.
But even with AJ, he like
JoJo.
Yeah, and isn't Dominique married to one of the people who was actually a dancer in the group? The light skin
No, he's not married anymore. He's
single. Damn.
Yeah, so get out my dog, Dominique. He's single.
Yeah.
He's single.
That's crazy. Yeah, it was gonna be together forever, but we didn't get into that.
Hey, life be lifing.
Life be lifing. You hear me? I said that today. I told my coworker, I was like, bro. They was like, "What's wrong, Miss Edwards?" I was like, life be lifing. That's what's wrong. Life is lifing right now, and I'm sick of it.
Exactly.
Shit, I'm tired.
But yeah, like Tariq Boom is like one of like.
Yeah, he's my favorite
choreographer. Who also is a favorite choreographer of mine is Juwan.
I don't know Hayes.
You seen him? You know him. He was in Aeon as well.
But, okay, then yes, I know who you're talking about. Is he light skin?
No, he's dark skin. He's like brown skin.
I think I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, he's amazing too. There's a lot of people that came out of
All Nothing That's Amazing Dancers. I ain't gonna count. Dominique most definitely had a hand in a lot of them.
And Terrell
too. Had a lot of hands in it.
But it's even in like just Palm Beach County. To be honest, like Palm Beach County, we had amazing dance teachers. Even in the concert world, the street world, and then the commercial world. Yeah, we had good guidance in like the 90s, 2000s.
But it's so overlooked now. Like, people just really don't even care.
Because at the end of the day, like, all those teachers had flaws.
All of them. Yeah.
Like, everybody had... We loved them. They made a monument in the city. But we saw something flawed in them. We were like, I don't want to be like this.
Yeah. I'm yeah. So, what is one of your greatest strengths as a dancer?
I'm a storyteller.
Okay.
I'm a storyteller, and I like for you to feel what I'm feeling.
I love that. So what would you say was one of your weaknesses as a dancer?
Doing stuff fast. I hate fast dancing.
Really?
Yes. I'm a slow motherfucker. I'd rather hold and just...
I'm more, and you know what? I'm more of a
But going fast, I'd be like, okay, bitch, I'm tired. Like...
I'm more of a... Well, I'm not going to say fast dancer. I think I'm more of just like a hip-hop. Dancer,
but hip hop can be slow too. That's the thing too. Like hip hop can be slow too, but it also has this fast. It's like you in 8 counts, we already hit like 16 moves.
Yeah, like bitch, I'm tired.
Exactly.
Give me a break.
But that's what I want to work on as a dancer. Just getting back to that point to where I can do those moves fast and I can be intricate and hit every beat in those 8 counts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So, if you're a creative director as well for your company, which is Jade Collective,
right?
And you basically help upcoming artists, come up. And so, what does your company do exactly? Like, what I know that they help artists, but what do you help artists do?
Well, basically, Jade is a platform for multi-talented people. So, if you can dance, sing, and act, and do poetry at the same time, this is the place for you. Because I'm going to start many venues. Because right now it's just singing and music. But of course we're going to do dance. Of course we're going to do art. Of course we're going to do theater. Until I get to that point, right now my focus is my first love, which is music. Mm-hmm. Like I learned to play the piano. I learned to.
Oh wow, when I was you play piano? Girl, you talented, boy.
Piano. And my brother surpassed me on that. Like he's like a genius on the piano now.
Wow.
And then singing, being in the choir in church. Like I loved it. I loved being on stage singing. So it's just like, you know, with multi-talented people, we have so many avenues that we can go to, and we get so conflicted because we're like, oh damn, we
don't know what we want to do.
We don't know what to do. We're so confused. So with Jay, this is that platform for multi-talented people to do everything. You have, even if dance is your number one, you still have this avenue when dance is not working for you. You still can make money this way. You still can make money this way. So I just want to give that opportunity to these artists, especially the talented people in Palm Beach. Talented people, like.
So do you just work with adults, or you work with all age range?
Adults right now, because kids are a more handful task. If I was going to do kids, then I would probably have to give up my job.
Yeah,
definitely put it 100% into it. So like definitely adults. At this moment.
It's better.
Yeah,
that way because
but no,
it's a lot.
Because dancers, working with dancers, and then
not dance wise, I say like. Music wise, I feel like it's better to work with adults because like kids used to have to train their voices much, but when it be kids they just be dancing at a young age. But
it's also like the nostalgia of it too. Yeah, that's one thing I wanted everybody to feel from the show. I wanted them to feel the love. Like R&B music is something special to me. I didn't know about R&B until college, so I grew up, like I said, I grew up in the church. All I listened to was Christian
Who's your
music.
favorite R&B artist?
R&B out of like all time?
Yeah,
Anita Baker.
Mine is Whitney Houston.
Of course. I'm not wrong about that. But Anita,
don't get me wrong.
It's the way she just
I love me some back. Anita.
Anita get to the point.
After the pain,
hey.
You come, you wanna talk to me. I don't get me wrong, I love me.
I can't
some Anita, but I love Whitney. I cry with Whitney.
What's your favorite Whitney song?
I just want to dance with somebody.
Really?
I just want to dance with somebody.
The gay clubs, the gay bar plays that all day. That's like the number one song that
I don't know what it is about that song, but when that song
shout out to Mad Hatter, because Mad Hatter plays that song all the time.
Okay, I love that song, and I'm gonna have to go to whatever club y'all be going to because baby, I'm gonna be on the floor. I love that song. What? I love that song.
Okay, really, like I just want to dance with somebody. Okay, I give you that.
That's my favorite song by her. And then you know what? It's underrated, but this is her last song that she sung before she passed away. I Look to You. It's a gospel song that she has. Yes. That song making me cry every single time. But don't get me wrong, because I love. Oh, then I forgot. Heartbreak Hotel.
Heartbreak Hotel. Yeah.
You say
I can't lie. Whitney do got some hits though.
And I didn't even realize
Sweet Love by Anita beats everybody.
I love Anita, but it's gonna always be Mrs. Whitney. Whitney for me. And you know what? People don't even understand like the.
Sorry.
Look good. People don't understand like the industry world a lot. They be fucking them people up.
Yeah. But it's honestly
that's why I be saying if you're gonna be an artist, bitch, be a independent one.
But that's why I loved when these new artists came out, like Snow and what's the other one? Snow, Allegra. It's another one. Can't remember. But there's a lot of artists that just came out.
I don't know how to say her name. It's Jericho. That's the name of the song. I'm high off from outer space, like I'm not
but everybody, and they're on a spiritual level, and I love that. It's like we had the time where like drugs, you should make the best music. Now it's like your mind, your spirit got to be right.
And people talking about her song, they like, oh, it's very devilish. It's nothing devilish about the song. First of all,
it's because of her art, the way she dresses,
exactly, and she looked good. Okay, because I can't pull it off.
Exactly, and
look
actually,
good to me.
Guess who directed her? Did the choreography for her movie, her video? Tariq Boom.
Get out of.
Exactly. So go watch that video.
Yes, go
Tariq
listen
Boom.
to it.
Shout out to Tariq. Like,
listen, and one day we're gonna get him on here when he got time.
Yeah,
one day, cause he be busy.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
My phone. I'm trying to put me on the story.
So, what's the most difficult thing about being a creative director?
I would say juggling so many artists.
Yeah,
and like dealing with
how many artists do you have? Like
not necessarily like they're like under my brand, but just like asking them to come into the shows and things like that. Like it's a lot. It's stressful because they have, artists are very emotional and sensitive.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and I'm sensitive too. Don't get me wrong. So it's just like me trying to juggle with everybody's emotions. I think that's the hardest.
Like you have to. It's like sometimes you have a certain amount of people you have to book for a certain show.
Yeah.
And you pick the. I'm sorry, bro.
It was like the picking, but like for this show, honestly, like if it was because Piff Cherry, she was the headliner for Jade. I went to her album release party, and most of the artists that were there, I booked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You better come on, sister. I love that for you.
I went to her album release party, and I was like, "This is what I want to do."
I love
like,
that.
Point blank. Period. Wow, yeah.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop, girl. Don't stop. I love it. Yeah. I love it. Hey. Describe a time you had to think outside the box, and how you went. How did you go about it?
Okay, so Craig, I'm sorry, I love you, Craig. Craig is the owner of the Peach. So Troy's Barbecue was supposed to be open for my showcase because that's where the drinks and the food was going to come from, and that's what I've been promoting. Yeah. On the day of the show, I see that it's closed.
Oh wow!
And I was like, oh my god! I got all these black people coming to my show, and there is no food, there's no drinks. So thank you, Craig. He got a food truck to come out.
Thank God.
Thank God. Baby, but we still was missing liquor. And I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry for everybody. I'm sorry to all Jade, whoever came out to see us. I'm sorry that we didn't have any liquor for you.
It's okay.
And next time I'll make sure. I'm learning from my mistakes.
Next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay.
So liquor.
But I mean, at least you have food, girl. That's the important thing.
I'm sorry. My girlfriend is calling me right now.
It's okay. She probably like, where you at?
Yeah, she did. She said, where are you? I am doing a podcast, babe. Bye.
It's okay. We almost done. We on the last round of questions. I know people really don't realize like podcasting. This shit is long as fuck, and like
I love it. I feel like we've been here for hours.
Yes, and it's like people don't realize that people be so scared when they get in that chair. Until I talk to them like, bro, we don't gotta be scared.
And you are like your energy is beautiful. It's beautiful. And you make me. I was nervous. I was shaking.
Yes, a lot of people are, but I'll be like, bro, you can cuss. We could drink.
Yeah.
Shit, I wish we could smoke in here.
Oh yeah, I got a little something for you. Trust me, I'm already there.
Okay, let's get to the next one. So, what do you think is the most important qualities that you need to be a creative director?
Leadership.
Yes.
Leadership and patience, because a lot of artists are very. Children, but they may. They may be like all over the place, but at the same time, it's like they have this gift, and they just need the guidance.
So that leads me to my next question: how do you keep them motivated to keep going? Because I'm sure it's hard.
All love, and just showing love and support, and telling them that this journey is your journey. Because a lot of people think that all these outside, you don't sound good, or there's all these negatives. It's like, no, baby, you said you want to do this, let's do it.
Yeah,
even if you sound bad, even if you sound good, whatever the case may be.
And I feel like a lot of times people be wanting to be these creative directors, but them as a creative director.
But I have to see the confidence in
that's what I'm saying.
First. Like I can't have you in my show if I don't see confidence in your work.
That's what I was about to say. It's a lot of times you have great creative directors and you have horrible artists who just don't want to put the effort in.
And I will never let anybody destroy anybody else's name without you knowing that you can be there at that percentage.
Exactly.
Because like every artist that I had this showcase showed me something at rehearsal. Because the rehearsal is that's my ground. Like I need to see your flaws. I need to see imperfections. I need to see what I'm working with.
Yeah.
And the first rehearsal that I had, because we had a set date for the first rehearsal, but I had to cancel it because the drummer, my brother, could not be there. Mm-hmm. So we had to basically start rehearsing basically the second week before the show. Oh, okay. So we only had 3 Saturdays to get it together. So the first Saturday, they came in, you know what I'm saying, and they started singing, and I was blown away. Wow. I'm like just the energy and like everybody just brought it. And then the second rehearsal was even better. Wow. And then the third, and then on the show day, everything was just I probably would have been crying, child. I wasn't crying because I'm finally doing what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm.
So how do you offer constructive feedback? Like,
I just tell them one thing about it is there's nothing negative about mm-hmm. constructive feedback. Mm-hmm. So if you're telling somebody something about something that they need to work on and they get mad about it, I feel like that's a personal thing.
No, for real.
And if you're clashing with me about something, I'm trying to help you with mm-hmm. what I see in my view. And even I may be wrong too. Yeah. I may be like, you know what? But maybe I am.
We adults.
Exactly. We're adults and we can find understanding. Mm-hmm. And if I can't find an understanding with you, you're out of here. Because
it's business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
I have more things important than this.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that you love your artists. Yeah. You're there for your artists. And once I went on your page and I seen everything, and I even seen when you had just talked about it, the right. performance that you guys had, right? The genuine love that you have for your artists, and I'm like that with my podcast. I don't let just anyone come on this podcast. Mm-hmm. If your energy is not good for me, or I feel like right. people have messaged me for their business, but if your business is really not a business, right. you're not coming on. Exactly. It's just that simple. Like, you have to have
I'm gonna believe in you if you don't believe in yourself.
For real, because at the end of the day, like, I'm still starting off. I'm very new with this podcast stuff, but I'm
starting off with my business. I'm very new too.
Yeah, but I have that the foundation. Like, I got the clout. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. So you're not gonna come on here and just be not knowing nothing. You know right. what I'm saying? So it's like, for you, you have to have a business. Like, your business have to be up, and your business have to be something that is right. beneficial to my podcast.
If you're not crying every time you pay somebody,
exactly,
your business is not working.
Exactly.
Because this showcase tears, and I'm like, this is just a start tab. You haven't even gotten to
exactly. Like, and when I got to like 1,000, mm-hmm. I think I got to like 1,000 subscribers. I was in tears. Yeah. Bitch, I was in tears. Because it's like, I've been on YouTube for 3 years and I took time off. Right. So it's like, I've been, like, one video me and my cousin had did, because I started with her, we did like a reaction to WAP. You right. know, that had to be a minute ago. Because right. the WAP had just came out.
That was like, 2 years ago?
Yes. And we had 25,000 views. And I was just like, I stopped.
That's amazing.
I know. And I was like, if we would have kept going, we probably would have been farther. But now it's doing so well. I'm getting so much support. Yeah. And I'm getting so much support from
one thing about it, though, if you work hard at something is going to start giving back. Yes. To what you're putting forth.
Yes. And so that leads me to the next question that I have. So, what advice would you give other young girls or other young people who are starting off in the music world, where maybe they don't want to be an artist, they want to be a creative director, mm-hmm. instead of working, like, they want to work with artists, but they don't want to be one themselves?
I would say knowledge. Mm-hmm. Knowledge is the most powerful thing. I wish I finished school. Mm. And, you know, one thing my dad is always stern on me about is finishing school, getting that degree, because it's just the accomplishment of going through the history, knowing what's going, but knowledge, reading upon what you want to be, mm-hmm. like getting those details, like, broad, I want to be a creative director. So what is a creative director? Yeah. What do they do? What follows under that? Mm-hmm. And even like with some people was asking me, they were like, why aren't you managing artists? Because I don't have that knowledge for the A&R yet. Mm-hmm. I want to go to school. I want to make sure when I get to that point or have the freedom to do that, I want to make sure I'm taking care mm-hmm. of who I'm taking care of. So,
yeah. So we're finna start on your business. Like, why did you start your business? What made you want to be a creative director? Because I know you was a dancer, like you said before.
Right.
But you could have kept dancing.
I could have, but I just made a lot of really bad decisions. Like I said, I grew up in the church. I was very closed off from the world. And when I went to college, everything opened up and I saw a lot of things and I didn't handle it the best that I could.
Yeah.
So, and instead of doing what I was supposed to be doing, I was doing the opposite. And it came back down on me. And then I was dealing with depression. I was dealing with depression and dealing with who I am as a person as well. Dealing with first loves and first new experiences and things like that. And I didn't know how to juggle that. So, I take accountability for my wrong decisions.
Yes, it made you stronger.
It does.
That's what I say all the time. Don't think of my flaws. I might got some scars, but baby, it made me very much
definitely,
stronger.
And as a Leo, especially me being fiery, it was like even 10 times worse.
Stop it. I just fucking.
Yes. Yes. So it made it 10 times worse. So I was just like, whatever.
What the hell is that? It's probably Kayla. Yeah. What's the other lady that work here? Awesome. So how do you deal with fear and doubt?
You know what? So I think fear, and this is my opinion, I think fear is a stepping stone to your success. I don't see it as a negative thing.
I love it.
I think that when we get these nerves and these butterfly feelings in our stomach, it's just like, I want to charge into but fear is like, it gets so scary that it just shuts down. But it's like that shutting down is beginning a new stepping level for yourself and for your body and for your temple. So I feel like fear is just...
Yeah, I feel like fear...
You shouldn't be scared. I feel like fear is a positive thing. When you're fearful of something, like how we say we're fearful of God, and God is fearful, like, we're not saying that for a negative thing. We're saying that for a positive thing, because each stepping stone that we fear of putting our faith into Him, we're having a stepping stone.
And that's even for me, like I said, me starting this podcast, like, I was scared to start back on my YouTube. I was like, I haven't done YouTube in 2 years.
What was the reason why?
That's what I'm like, when I get on there. I was like, I haven't did it in so long. Like, I haven't did it in 2 years. So, like, a lot of the people that I already have on my YouTube channel, they probably want this type of stuff that I have going on, but I'm not doing that. I'm trying to do something else. And I was like, damn, should I start a whole new YouTube channel, or should I just keep what I got? So I was talking to actually like one of the guys here who is he does all my creative like videos and posting it for my podcast and stuff. Joe, he's a teacher here. He was like, no, like, keep the people that you got. And so as soon as I started putting my first video up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Just wanted you to know, I'm getting ready to head out.
Okay.
Chris, our instructor of social media, is in the back right now because his computer's actually dead. Okay. But as long as you leave by 10ish, he'll probably just lock up. Yeah, I figured you would, but he'll lock up then, so you don't have to do anything.
Okay. And did you want to know about the school?
Yeah, definitely. Get some information.
I'm gonna put her number on Jim's door so he can call her.
Okay. Or you can just email it to me.
Oh yeah,
I'll give her my email and number. And
yeah, just email it to me, and that way I can. Wait, do you have Jim's email?
Well, I can do it now. You're right here. So.
Oh yeah, you
can like, now. I just need a pen.
Just email it to me, because then I can hound him to do it.
Okay, I'm gonna email it to you. Actually, I'm gonna send her. You want me to send her your email?
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it that way.
And you saw it because I know you were here with Buddy last night, but they usually do the tours on Monday night. So
yeah,
if she's good for that time, if not, we can schedule a private tour.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
See ya. I'm gonna put down her desk, and I'm gonna also email her. Yo, I'm gonna send her your email too.
Yeah, I got it on here.
Okay.
That's what I need to do is get business cards.
And they'll help. This school will help too. No account, they will. But let's finish real quick. Thank you. Okay, so this is the very last question.
Let me fix my hat. Yes. So I'm looking all crazy. Okay. I look at it.
Where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
By 30, I want my own bar. I want my own bar, so every night there's entertainment that somebody can bring their couple out to. I hate that I'm off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and I have nothing to do. Yeah. The Tuesdays, of course, you have Taco Tuesdays. But it's just like Wednesdays, you know. But thank God, I found these open night places, which is another person.
And so, how do you find open night places? Like,
so
you just go online?
Album release party. After I talked to Piff introduced me to open mic nights. Okay. And people coming out to sing and things like that. So Matt Brown, he is a musician and he's also an artist. Follow him on Instagram. He hosts open mic nights at Hullabaloo and Civil Society Brewery. So Hullabaloo is Tuesday nights. I think they start at 9 p.m. And you can go there to have food, have drinks, great food. And then Civil Society Brewery is like a beer type of vibe, but they do have wine.
And where is both of these places located?
Downtown. Hullabaloo is Clematis, and Civil Society
I'm going to put the name, you guys, too, so y'all can see it at the bottom.
Civil Society is, I think that's at 6:30 on Wednesdays, and that's like downtown near the Norton Museum. Okay. So it's like right there, it's close. Go get your life, see some singers, open mic night singers, and Matt Brown, he's amazing. He's an amazing musician, and he also performed at my showcase, which was the way he performed. He was doing the bass for the show, but then one of the artists dropped out, and I asked him to open up the show. So he opened up the show, and it was amazing.
That's wild.
Yeah,
but
it was perfect.
It's good that you have people that have your back like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard for a lot of other people who really don't have that kind of support, you know?
And that's where it gets to the multi-talented, too. The fact that he plays bass, plays piano, and can sing. And who else knows what he does? Yeah. Like, every time I see him, I keep finding out a different...
So, actually, this is my last question, because this is a big one. Okay. How do you define success?
I define success as if you're happy. If you know when somebody's happy. They have this glow in their skin. Yeah. And everything they do is with love.
Yes. And I feel like people think success comes with just money. Yeah. It's not. Success comes with peace. Yeah. Because success comes with stuff that you're doing something that you love. Right. Like, even you talking about this, and me talking about my podcast, you can see that it's something that this is genuinely that we love. Like, we enjoy doing this. Like, This is something that we love. Like, I'm a teacher. I teach broadcasting. But I always tell myself I would never be a teacher. I told myself never. I would never be a fucking teacher. I hated it.
But I couldn't do that.
Now that I teach kids, I'm not going to lie. I love
You
them.
love it.
I love
They give you the energy.
I love
them. When I was teaching at Congress Middle, like, I loved those kids. Yeah. I loved everything about them. They made me who I am as a woman. And when it comes down to me kids leaving them, no, when I left them, it wasn't because of them, but it was because I wasn't paying attention to my daughter as much. Because I was pouring so much into those kids that my daughter was slacking. And I was like, okay, I have to make a decision because there's so much I got to do.
At the end of the day.
And I couldn't find a balance.
She's more important.
She is. She's number one.
They got parents at home.
They do. They do.
So it's like and I feel like a lot of times we, as teachers, we get ourselves so connected with our kids, and we get too connected sometimes that we lose sleep by our kids. We worried about our kids. We only putting our focus. Like, my boyfriend, he tells me, he like, babe, you need to learn how to balance out doing your podcast and then being a teacher as well, because I have lesson plans I have to do. I have assignments I have to assign. And
man, I'm gonna tell you something about them lesson plans. Lesson plans are basically, you know what? I don't want the Palm Beach School District to who is Tabitha?
Lesson plans
are bullshit.
It's
bullshit.
It is like, damn.
Because if my kids are learning. Exactly. Like, it helps you to organize through the 6 months that you are teaching. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It is a great organizer. But when it comes down to them kids and you actually teaching them each day, and
it's never going to plan out. It doesn't plan out. But thank you so much.
Yes.
And you guys, like I said, remember, women are strong, resilient. We are powerful. I would like to really, really thank you for coming on my podcast.
Of course.
It's amazing that you are a creative director. Any upcoming artists in West Palm Beach, I will be tagging her at the bottom.
Hey.
Okay, so
just know there's a lot of artists out there.
Yes.
You got Christy, you got Khalil, you got Juwan, you got Matthew J. Stewart. There's a lot of Verona Rose, Alia Above.
And I don't even know some of these people.
Zephyr Jack.
And you know what? I would love
Matt Brown.
I would love to we gonna talk about y'all. But okay, so thank you so much. Do you have anything you want to say before we leave? Like, what would you like to say?
Just go after what you want. If you, whatever you are, if you're a gay person, if you're a straight person, whatever it is, stop the labeling.
Yes.
Let's go after what we want. And let's live our lives and be positive and show love to everybody.
Exactly. Okay? Because at the end of the day, we got to support one another.
Exactly.
We got to have each other back.
Exactly.
And shit, I'm straight and you gay, and I still let you come on my podcast.
Hey, that's how it be. I'm not gay friend. I'm going to say that. I'm not gay friend. You feel me?
And we're gonna have her back on here, okay, you guys?
Of course.
Next time,
we'll come back.
It's gonna be a vibe, okay?
Exactly.
This was a vibe, but it's gonna be even a more vibe next time. We're gonna have an artist on here, okay?
Yes, I got you. Peace.
AJ, why you do it like that? Yeah. I'm a heartbreaker, but I got you next to me. All them lonely nights, girl, I need your therapy. You got your guard up and you threw away the key. But I knocked your guard down, cause my love in jeopardy. I'm a heartbreaker, but I got you next to me. All them lonely nights, girl,